they pay me to do. I don't think you try. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want get rich. I don't think you want get rich.
Hey, boy up on the land till I die, till I die, till I die. On the east side till I die. Rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die. In the hood I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I go putting on, putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go putting on, putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go putting on, putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go putting on, putting on. What you want? Step under the court like 2-3. I was made for the game like Kyrie. Representing for the city, yup, I do. In the land is where you gon' find me. Courtside at the Q in the flow seat. Everybody in the team, green bills, y'all know what the green season. Catch me on lead up a short seat. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. And one though, on the floor going up though. 3 points to the dunk though. Me and Shup though. My city, been turned up on the jump though. Boy up on the land till I die, till I die. Till I die, on the east side till I die, rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die, in the hood I'm good till I die, CLE till I die, everywhere I go putting on, putting on, putting on, everywhere I go putting on.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics in Boston. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Bucks, Damian Lillard out there with Smith. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Horford. And it's Thompson in at the 4 shot. And Allen with the block. Up the floor. And finished off by Noah.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Lillard. He dishes it to Smith. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. The shot by George, wide open. And Gibson kicks to Hill. And so just over a minute. Here's Allen. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands. Always in attack mode. He keeps it hot, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
And here is Hill after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Noah the screen. Allen kicks to George. George missing again.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Allen again, Smith. Allen kicks it to Noah. Outside Hill. Portland again missing.
Not the best shot right there with the good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense. Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clark, he came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Hill against Lillard. Knocked away. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Smith's got his second basket.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Hill kicks to Allen. And it's out of bounds to Portland. Always taking possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And Portland making a change here. Hezonja's checked in. George passes to Hill. Here's Hezonja. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Now, here's Horford. Trying to get open is Thompson. Horford, no luck.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Here's Hezonja. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
That's good.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
George against Johnson. Outside Hill. No good from outside.
You know what I like most about Hezonja is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks.
Picked by Horford. Smith kicks to Lillard. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Marcus Thornton.
As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Milwaukee. For the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these 2 teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in.
Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Taj Gibson. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Hezonja, 7 points in the game. On the wing, Hill lets it go with the three. Second shot opportunity.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the first one drops.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
Johnson outside. Smith outside. Picked by Horford. Smith dishes to Lillard. Johnson from outside. And it's good. Good assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight. Portland trailing here. On the wing, Hill. Covered by Lillard. Here's Azania. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lillard against Hill. And it's Paul George with the foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Krabs checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Hill. And then for Milwaukee, Luis Scola. He's checked in for Thompson. And Parker's subbed in for Johnson. Lillard, the pass to Horford. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team as he led the Hawks to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
And for all the team accomplishments the Hawks had, Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season.
Jackson passes to Portis. Here's Azania. Bangs home the trifecta. Azania's got it all tied up now for Portland.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Horford was really a cog in all aspects of the Hawks last season. I mean, a major cog. Just a consistent presence inside with his 15 points and 7 boards a game.
For Portland, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Crab kicks to Nurkic. Outside Jackson. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Azania. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Azania's got 12 in the game.
And for Horford last year, the numbers were down a bit, but that wasn't due to his play. I think the Hawks were just a more balanced team, and he could obviously put up bigger numbers if he wanted to, but by playing within the system, I think it allowed Atlanta to reach its true potential over the course of the regular season.
Here's Jackson after Luis Scola's score, and stolen by Lillard. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Horford. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead. Here's Azania, covered by Smith. Feeds to Jackson. Pass to Azania. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Craig. Portland needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. The pass to Azania. Here's Nurkic. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
They've got Portis. Jackson is out there with Hazonia. Then it's Alan Crabb. And it's Nurkic in the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And that is good. Hazonia's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Trailblazers.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
There's a good screen. Scola. It's rebounded by Portis.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Milwaukee in the lead.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Grab the pass to Hazonia. Pass to Crabb. He feeds it to Nurkic. And he hits it to tie the game up. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Johnson kicks to Lillard. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Crabb. Here's Nurkic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Milwaukee.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Paul George comes in for Crabb. Tony Allen's checked in for Hazonia. And it's Hill in for Jackson. They set the pick. Dishes to Thornton. Here's Scola. And Gibson sends it back. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Nurkic. And the Bucks with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. From past the arc. Kept alive. Here's Biyombo. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Thompson, he's checked in for Luis Scola. Now here's Allen. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Hill. Now the feed to George. Now the dish to Gibson. And Thompson sends it back. George against Johnson. On the wing, Thornton. Money from the wing.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here is Hill. Noah the screen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And George with the stuff.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And the basket by Hill.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Well, the Bucks made huge strides as a team last season. Greg, most of it came from them establishing themselves as a top-tier defensive team.
And, Kevin, as you know, that's really where it starts for all the elite teams. And the Bucks defensively were very strong. You look at the metrics that measure a lot of the defensive categories. Bucks finished with the second-best defensive rating in the NBA.
Allen outside. And he slams it down right on top of Bismack Biyombo.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And, guys, the Bucks were great across the board defensively. Top 5 in field goal percentage defense. Top 10 in three-point field goal defense. And, of course, created a lot of turnovers, too.
And a big part of why the Bucks were so good on defense is because they got back on defense. They allowed the fewest fast break points in the league. Hustling back in transition goes a long way with the team's team.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Allen Crabbe comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Hill.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what. It is.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Portland was just fantastic at home last season. We expect that, though, of this team, Greg. 32-9. It was packed each game.
And Kevin, of that 32-win mark, how about that was the fourth best in the entire league? You don't win your division without winning at home, and Portland definitely took care of business.
Harris is checked in for Portland. Bucks leading by 6. Thompson outside. Smith outside. Parker outside. Thompson dishes to Parker. Thompson passes to Horford. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Man, Al Horford really has become one of those elite two-way big men. And that's very rare. You look at most bigs in the NBA, they excel at either one end or the other, but this is one of those guys that does it all.
Jackson, he's checked in for Devin Harris. Pass to Crabbe. Parker with the steal. Over to the left wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that guy's a big-time answer? He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
Good. Smith's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks. And Horford at 6'10", a natural power forward who's been pressed into duty at the center spot, but he holds his own on the low block.
He also does a really good job, Kevin, moving his feet and covering in space, covering the pick and roll. He's outstanding in that regard, which is important in today's game. He's got mobility and a high IQ.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Milwaukee with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Shot clock at 3. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Nobody near Allen. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Guarded by Jackson. Picked by Horford. They set the pick. And it's Smith again missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
59 seconds left in the second quarter. Milwaukee with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Smith outside. He dishes it to Horford. The inside shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Horford's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Smith. The screen from Thompson. Smith kicks to Thompson. Smith drawn the double team. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Bucks lead by 5. And a Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Smith. Horford is out there with Scola. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Johnson in at the small forward spot. Horford kicks to Johnson. Puts it up from 17. The shot, no good. George with the defensive effort. Trailblazers trailed by 5. The quick look, no good that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Hill. Smith against Hill. Now Smith. Lillard outside. Offline with his 3. And George kicks to Hill. Back to George. It's stolen by Smith. And it's the Bucks on the break. Johnson's got the ball.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Now here is Hill. Outside, George. Noah with a screen for George.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Again, the miss by Lillard. Damian Lillard is a two-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Screen by Scola, and it's Smith missing.
It's the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Outside Hill. Gibson setting the pick for Hill. The pass to Hazanya. Shot off the screen. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. Horford kicks to Scola. Lillard, the pass to Horford. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
The 3 from George.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Again, the miss by Smith.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
And George, here we go. Feeds it to Gibson. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but The history of this team in injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Alan Crabb in for Paul George. And then for Milwaukee, Biombo, he's checked in for Horford. Thompson comes in for Luis Stolen. And it's Thornton in for J.R. Smith.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
Thompson dishes to Biombo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And the basket by Hill.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of a season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year. And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Passes it to Portis. Pass to Hazania. Dives for it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Here's Hazania. 16 points for him. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Johnson. And now in transition is Thornton. Here we go. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
The screen from Thompson. Lets the three fly, but they get it back. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Hill against Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Johnson left side. Bucks passing it around. Here's Biombo. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Pushing it up. Kicks it to Cramp. To end the run. Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Dishes to Thornton. On the wing, Johnson. They get the rebound. Biombo kicks to Lillard. He kicks it to Biombo. And the foul called on Bismack Biombo. That's foul number 2 for him. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Hill passes to Allen. He feeds it to Nurkic. It's Hill on the wing. And the 3 off target.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Lillard dishes to Johnson. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Lillard attacking. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Lillard has been playing really well. 12 points and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Joakim Noah is checked in for Nurkic. Gibson comes in for Portis. Paul George is checked in for Craig. And it's Jackson in for George Hill. Here's Lillard. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. On the wing, Johnson. Now, here's Lillard. 14 points for him. To the inside. Here's Thompson. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Defended by Allen. Horford up top. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Horford's got 16 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And George kicks to Gibson. Noah high post. The drive by Allen. On the wing, George. Baseline Jay on the way. Milwaukee with the rebound.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Back to Allen. On the wing, George. That doesn't go either for George.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Now the feed to Horford. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Outside Jackson. At the elbow, it's George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your Blazer dancers. Here we go, one more time. Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
Here's Smith. And no good trying to get that one. And we've watched. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Paul George is out there with Portis. Then there's Allen. Then there's Noah. And it's Jackson in the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's George. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Portland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Back to Jackson. And the Trailblazers, another 3. Bucks leading by 3. Williams passes to Smith. There's the dish to Horford. Picked by Williams. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Noah's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Now here's Jackson. And George, here we go.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Williams dishes to Smith. Pass to Horford. There's a screen by Williams. Horford kicks to Williams. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. And the Bucks lead by 3.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Jackson. He dishes it to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Jackson against Williams. Screen by Scola. Back to Williams. The tray. No good. Great defense that time from Noah. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Outside, George. Down low. Outside for Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. To take the lead. Good D by Parker.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Jackson against Williams. Jackson kicks to George. Shoots it. Noah, the pass to Allen. Outside, George. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Williams. Back to Smith. Here's Horford. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's on Tony Allen.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Now here's Allen. Stolen by Thompson. Lillard dishes to Johnson. And that one's good.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
And Portland making a change here. Hezonja's checked in. Gibson the screen. Nurkic a screen on Smith. And there's the pass to Hezonja. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson kicks to Lillard. Out to Smith. Second shot opportunity. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Joakim Noah is checked in for Portland. Allen comes in for Hezonja. Now a timeout called by Portland. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Noah. And it's Alan Crabb in for George. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Hezonja, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Nurkic, the pass to Gibson. Here's Hezonja. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now that's some hang time. Levitation, elevation. What a pretty double clutch move there.
Well, you can afford to get fancy on your way up. You've got to have that kind of space.
And space, Kevin, is what he had. The defense just a little bit Charmin tissue paper-like. I should say soft.
Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Hill against Lillard. It's Thompson off the drive. And he gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
It's back to Hill. Passes it to Hezonja. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
They set the screen. Lillard from outside. A rebound by Hezonja. Hezonja's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Hill. Over to the left wing. Here's Hezonja. Covered by Lillard. Here's Crabb. Nurkic kicks to Crabb. Right wing. And Gibson, here we go. That gives them the lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the basket by Thornton. Portland's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Hill against Lillard. Pass to Hezonja. Screen by Nurkic. Feeds to Craig. The 15-footer. Milwaukee with the rebound. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. .156 left in the 4th quarter. And Thompson kicks to Johnson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out. And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Noah comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And George is subbed in for Cram. Al Horford's checked in for Milwaukee. Smith comes in for Marcus Thornton.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
Now here is Hill. Gives in a screen. And here is Hill. Outside, George. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break, Milwaukee. Horford dishes to Thompson. Hill against Lillard. Kicks to Horford. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 2. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Allen's checked in for Hezonja. 3-second difference between shot clock and game time. Lillard against Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard attacking. Missed.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management is crucial at this time of the game.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Paul George.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your
Timeout called the Bucks. They're down by 4. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, pure desperation right now, Clark. You think there's enough time?
I doubt it. I mean, it's clear what they've got to do. Quick shot, foul, and they need some cooperation with some missed free throws from the opponent.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt. But give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that'll do it.
you're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles. And you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game. You know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
my soul to take.